I'm sorry, Favor, but till I know when the train's due, I can't set any kind of price with you. Well, that herd of yours could eat half the profit out of it in a week.
$36, $37 a head? They're worth that or more at the slaughter yards.
Yeah, but I gotta ship them to the slaughter yards first. No, you can take them to another broker, or you can pay to keep them here. That's up to you, I'm sorry.
Talking to everybody about the good old days. And everybody was 9 feet tall. Except him, of course, and he was 10 feet tall.
I don't think Josh should be needing his pay, Mr. Favor. You better hold on to it for him for a while.
What happened to him? He fall into a bucket of gold? Oh, Mr. Pine. Any word yet?
But your credit's still good with me. You see, your herd's still in my pen. But don't take it too hard.
Well, I think I'll go down and slew, Mr. Favor. Sometimes they get to fighting down there.
Yeah, mush. I got to take it hard. Too many people to think about. All the drovers and their families, all the people counting on them.
Yeah, it's all right to worry about it, Mr. Favor, but don't make yourself sick over it. Now, you take this fella, Josh.
Oh, yeah. I'm afraid he was just the handiest thing to come down on at the time. And I got to do something about him. What's an old boy like that gonna do with no kin, no money saved up, no job?
Well, trail driving's a young man's work, you know that. Old fella like him ought to get himself a stay-put job, like counting head, for instance. You know, I've had 3 of them drift off on me just this year.
So what about Josh? Maybe you could use him, huh?
Well, maybe, you know, if he knows cattle and he can scribble and count some, yeah. Anyway, you know it ought to quiet him down when he finds out you got him a job.
Oh, no. Let's not mention my name. His pride is rubbed too raw as it is.
Well, any way you say, but I still need a man. Any age, any size. Yeah, but not one that's gonna drift off on me.
Well, I'd say Josh is just about drifted out. Well, there's one load off my mind. I think I'll go in town and check at the telegraph.
Oh, wait a minute. The telegraph's been out a week. You know, it only got it as far as Fort Barker.
Barker? Well, they probably know about the train there anyways. Where's the best saloon in town?
Oh, there ain't but 2 left now the short dollar burned down. Why?
Well, the best saloon would have the prettiest girls, and the prettiest girls would have Mr. Rowdy Yates, and Mr. Rowdy Yates is going to be my personal telegraph.
There, Mr. Favor.
Is that the best you can do, Mr. Pine?
16 coils over 10 gauge and 8 over the 15.
No best to it. Half the price of the herd when the train gets here, or $5 a head now.
I'd take the $5 if I was you. The train's not going to make it in this run or next one, as far as that's concerned.
You sure about the train?
Yeah, I'm sure. See, a flash flood has wiped out the trestle bridge up there at Dead Snake Gorge. They got the track fixed as far as Cooper Wells. The train will be in there Thursday, but no chance of it making it here. I guess I should have waited till you took the $5 before I shot my mouth off.
I've never gone back on my given word yet. I made a deal and I'm sticking by it.
I know that, Mr. Pine. Thanks. So the train should be pulling out of Cooper Wells about Friday noon, huh?
That's right. Say, you're not thinking of driving the herd over to Cooper Wells, are you? Because if you are, let me remind you, it's a 3-day drive, and you haven't got a guide, supplies, or drovers for that matter. And not sober ones, anyway. No, I think you ought to take the $5. That's better than no dollars at all.
$15 a head is a lot more than 5, fella.
Where you going?
Sober me up some drovers.
You know, I wouldn't try that if I was him.
Well, if you was him, you'd probably have been smart enough to stay home in the first place.
If I was him, I wouldn't take advice from you or me. You can leave that. I got some posts for you to stack, Mr.
Pine.
Yes? You got some business with me?
I want to see about the job.
Oh, you're the one that Favor let go.
I quit on him. And if you have to do with Favor, then...
No, Favor don't hire for me. As a matter of fact, Mr. Favor and I aren't doing any business together now. Yes, the job's still open. Now, if you know steers good enough to tell prime beef from gristle, and you don't mind waiting here a bit.
Waiting is something I've had a lot of practice at. I was once taking 2 fighting bulls from the boat at Mazatlan up to Santa Fe for a Spaniard fella. We got across the brush country all right, and we got across through Colorado and come to the Paiute Range, and it started to snow.
Fine, you wait here for me then.
That's exactly what I'll do. I'll wait.
Hey, mister.
Oregon Territory once. We traveled for so many days.
Sorry to keep you waiting, old-timer. Now, what was your name?
Josh Breeden.
Oh, fine, Mr. Breeden. I can use a man, but not one with the drift in it.
Don't worry about that. I've been most every place that's worthwhile.
Good. How well do you know steers?
He knows everything about him, don't you?
Yeah, I guess I ought to after 30 years on the trail. If I don't know cows, I don't know what man does.
Fine. You come along with me then. All right. Take 'em off.
Over there. Number 2, short red. I ought to trim out nice marble haunch. Kind of scraggly, though, in the flank on account of the Mexican strain. That white one over there, half bloat. Dude eating drought weed. That one, we won't get any better than 12 pounds a hand.
I'd say 11 on. You know, Mr. Breeden, you got a close eye.
You just show me which way the bull twists its tail, and I'll tell you whether to buy it for breeding or for eating.
That's what I'm here for. Here, you mark me out a count on that bunch feeding right over there.
What? You mean scribble on it? I wouldn't need that. I carry it in my head.
Well, maybe. But when I make a deal with a slaughter yard agent, I gotta have black and white figures, not guesses. You can write, can't you?
Sure I can write. Oh. Sure. Well, it's just that my threading spectacles is broke.
Oh, make the numbers big, that's all right.
He can't even cipher.
I can, too. Favor put you up to this to shame me down. I don't want the job. I'm a steerman. I don't want to be a bank clerk.
I'm sorry, old-timer.
You don't have to be sorry for me.
You lied. All them stories. You just...